times, and if he tells it, I'll still laugh.
The reason that we have such a great relationship is because we got to be good friends first. I mean, I would do anything for her because she's just such a special person. She really is.
I love being with him. I love seeing the world with him. We just have a great time. Everybody around the world sees us as Mama and Papa or Mom and Dad, and we feel like they're our children. They're our extended family, very big extended family.
You've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we sure have. We have been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to recognize things that are coming. We recognize the computers were coming down in price, the printers were coming down, people weren't going to keep service contracts on them. We recognized that computers were coming into the doctor's offices before they were there. The future of medicine was in the technology that we've brought to Jeunesse. I think the key is to recognize things and don't let time pass you by.
And when we come around the curve up here and see our building, I have a big old smile. Boy, oh boy, we started out in that little bitty tin building on Douglas Avenue.
I fell in love with network marketing because it allowed people from average backgrounds to do anything they want and become anything they want. You can be whatever you want to be if you work hard, if you're teachable, and you don't give up.
I'm very happy that people are excited about working for Jeunesse. I thank all of the distributors and all of the employees in this company. Because of them, this is why we've been able to grow the way we have. The one thing we will always do is we want to treat all of our employees, our distributors, with love and respect.
We want everybody to be happy and enjoy their life and enjoy every day to the max, and that's what it's all about.
3, 2, 1.
It's amazing to travel with people that have never gone out of their state or their country, and to see their eyes open up and see their minds expand, because every culture is different. We want everybody to be successful, whatever that means to them, because it's an individual thing. And we want them to feel special and feel like they're making a difference, like we want to make a difference in their lives and help other people to achieve what they want. If you help people every day, make their lives easier and better, then everything falls into place.
It requires people that are dedicated to doing what they're supposed to be doing here. And we've got a good group of people. I think the key to all of this is that you must believe all this is going to happen the way it is. If you really believe that everything was going to turn out the way it has now, if you believe that, that's why it does turn out that way.
Jeunesse family, please stand to your feet and show as much love as possible for your Jeunesse founders. Make some noise for Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're all very special guests, but I have some very special guests that came all the way down from Mississippi and Tennessee. They're my family. I have my older brother, JR, my baby brother, Winford, and JR's second son, JR Jr. I told them to behave. You may be seated. Are they sitting or standing? I can't see from here. Okay? Hey! Anyway, all of you are very special. In Tennessee, they say it differently. You know, you're special. Instead of special, it's special. Thank you for being here. I'm going to take just about 3 minutes. If you believe that one, I got something else to tell you. But there's a subject that I really, really like, and it is climbers, campers, and quitters. Climbers usually, when they first join an MLM opportunity, they go to work like crazy. They work with their team. They're all trying to move ahead in rank. And it's great. And once in a while, they get to the point where they think they ought to stop and camp for a while, and then they'll be back and they'll do it all later on. Sometimes they never get back to it. And there are sometimes there are really valid reasons for camping. You could have an illness. You could have a baby. The women, not the guys. It does happen. And then they go back to work. Then you have the group that says, okay, I'm camping out. I'm not going to come back at all. And those are called quitters. People rarely ever fail in MLM. They quit. So if you're never, ever, ever, ever going to quit, you should do well. Because if you quit, you'll never know how you could have done, right? So it's wonderful to have people that are following you that look at you as an example of what they should do. And believe me, people on your team will do what you do. If you camp, they'll camp. So your group is not going to grow. And there are sometimes valid reasons, you know, like I said before. Guys aren't going to have babies, but women do. At least I haven't seen it yet, is it? So there are guys that are having babies?
Sure.
Ain't that a whooping? Do you believe that?
Don't be sexist.
Oh, whoa. How many guys in here have had babies? He lost one there, about 100-pounder. That was a big baby. Talk about losing weight. I heard somebody say the other day, this lady said she'd lost 140 pounds. I said, how in the world did you do that? She said, I threw the bastard out. Ah, okay. Clean up your act, will you? She's over there saying to herself, I ain't believing he said that. Anyway, so it's extremely important that you never quit, that you always climb. And if you do have to take time out to camp, for God's sakes, go back to work. People are watching you. Are we having trouble finding our way around? Kind of makes you nervous, you know. You're up here trying to talk and people wandering all over the place. And
As long as they're wandering in.
yeah, I'm just concerned that they're getting up leaving.
No, they're wandering in.
Because I'm not talking very well for them. That's a joke. Come on, laugh. Nobody would walk out on Randy, would they? Would they? Okay. But anyway, I think we got into Brazil the other day. Whoa! And I get up to give my little talk, and I got started off on the wrong one. I thought she would have bumped me and said, hey, you're on the wrong speech. I just kept going. She didn't bother. And when I was almost finished, I thought, I'm giving the wrong speech. But you think your best friend in the whole wide world would say, psst, hey, you're on the wrong speech. No, she just stood over there and smiled and made me look stupid. Cheese and crackers. But I would never do that to her. I would tell her, hey, sweetheart, you're on the wrong track. But not her to me. So anyway, that's my advice. I'm happy to see you. I'm wishing you much success. And I'll let this lovely lady, who is my best friend in the whole wide world, been with me for many, many, many years, and she still loves me. And I love her.
Thank you. First, before I talk about what I have to say today, I want to mention that this is our 5th and final Expo Elevate on the 5-country tour, on the worldwide tour. We've probably reached at least 50,000 people, maybe more, by going to the different regions. So I think it's been a great tour, and we're all ready to elevate our game. So today I'm going to talk about happiness and success. Most of us believe if we're successful, we'll be happy. I believe that too. So first thing I wanted to tell you is I did some research, and I found some interesting statistics. One that says out of all the new millionaires in the world, 93% are first-time millionaires. Out of the other 7%, those are millionaires where their families were wealthy and it's been passed down from the grandparents or the parents to the children. Generally, the children in those situations become not so interested in working hard. Maybe they're a little bit lazy, and they tend to become complacent. And complacency kills momentum. The other 93%, only 3% came from actors, actresses, sports figures, or in other words, celebrities. So that means there's 90% of the first-time millionaires in the world are people just like you and me.
There you go.
So we all have the chance and the potential. There are 3 types of happiness, 3 levels of happiness. Sometimes the first one is called pleasure. And sometimes you do something that gives you great pleasure. But that usually doesn't last long. That would be like going to a new restaurant that's outstanding that you just loved, or going to a movie that's really good. You're really excited, happy, and feeling good about it for a short time, and then that wanes. The second type of happiness, or the second level of happiness, is passion. If you're extremely passionate about something, that generally makes you happy, and it lasts a lot longer than the pleasure happiness. I found that I was extremely passionate when I graduated college and I started teaching mathematics. I had great passion to help the students, the kids, and also make them love mathematics, and that lasted a long time for me. Probably about 8 years I was teaching, and I taught different grades all the time, which kept it fresh and exciting and always something new. And then I found that I was becoming complacent, and we don't want that. So I took some time off to discover what I wanted to do next. The third type of happiness is purpose-driven happiness. If you have a purpose, that can last a lifetime, I've found. Make jeunesse your purpose. And if you find jeunesse as your purpose, it can last a lifetime. Approach your jeunesse business with purpose. I think it was Zig Ziglar that said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. And that's what this industry is all about, helping other people. And the more you help other people, the more you'll be happy and the more success you will come. Focus on your purpose. If you focus on yourself, you tend to become egocentric, maybe we could say, or feel entitled. And when that happens, you become complacent. And once again, at all costs, you want to avoid complacency. So you need to be humble. Don't focus on yourself, focus on others and helping them get what they want. Be committed to excellence. If you have some obstacles that get in your way, you may have some dragons to slay. I had one. My biggest problem was I didn't like to do what I'm doing right now, standing here and talking to big groups of people. When I started teaching, I was so nervous that when the principal or the superintendent came in to observe me, I broke out in hives. I just couldn't do what I was doing there because I was so nervous. When Randy and I started working together, I held his hand, but I didn't say anything. For years, I just came out here and held his hand.
I felt it. You didn't have to say anything.
So I didn't say anything. But over the years, I've learned that I can talk. It doesn't matter how many people are out there, and I can do it. Yeah.
Now you can't stop her.
So I've slayed my personal dragon, and as you find obstacles, you may have to slay your personal dragons. You have to prevent complacency by doing new things, new energy, shaking things up. It can't be the same old, or you become bored. And boredom leads to complacency again, and you don't want that. Don't trade your dreams for a structured life. Right, you want to dream and keep those dreams. Focus on them. Inspire others to pursue their dreams. Action fights complacency. Involve others in your purpose and shake it up with new things. I found another interesting statistic, but first I want to say, you realize that you spend at least 1/3 of your life working. Some of us spend 2/3 of our life working. Some of us have to work a lot longer and harder hours. But the bottom line is you spend a lot of your life and a lot of time working. The survey I found said, and this is pretty amazing, 87% of the people hate their job. No. Only 13% love what they're doing. But if you love your job, you'll be happy and you will thrive. And that's what we all want. So committing to excellence is a lifetime deal. Are you committed to excellence? Let me hear you say yes. You're all committed to excellence.
That's good.
Yes. Jim Rohn once said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. That's an important thing to know. So you want to spend your time with passionate, purpose-driven people. Let's make all of our friends purpose-driven, passionate people. People who inspire possibility. And if you do that, I think you'll all find success and in turn happiness. So I hope this weekend you learn a lot, have a lot of fun, and that this inspires endless possibilities in you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.